Everybody, hope you guys are doing well. Uh, so continuing on our journey. Now we were trying to build this thing, right? Mm. So here is where we left off, right? So we were here, and then this is that option that we had, right? The first one. So we can. We were trying to get it from the uh, uh, from an API call, right? So before we do that, what we can do is let's complete the styling part. So that once the styling is done, then we can, then it will look a bit good, I guess. Mm. So you are here, right? This is all crammed up. If you see, oh, the link is this. Uh, okay, so let's style this navbar right now. Oh, we had the flag, right? Where's the button though? Did you remove the button? Guys, let's refresh. Which one inspect? There should be. So we have the send link to mobile devices. This is the paragraph. And then this is that SMS sent, right? Oh, this has to come down. Maybe I have increased the size. This tag not. Why is this button? So there is something that is. Oh yeah, this thing. Let's get rid of this thing first. Still, the button hasn't come yet. This is main. This is the. So in the input, there is some issue with this input. Okay. Just like a self closing tag. Oh yeah, just the other way around. Oh yeah. This has to be yeah, now it will come with. Let's refresh it. Oh yeah, I got removed again. We don't want this star here. Why is it? Yeah, let's so right now this is all not properly sized, right? And in fact these two has a this is send. Let's work on this input. So if you go to input, yeah, first let's get rid of the borders from all the three. We need from, okay, wait, even from the, we need that option thing to be so we have this, right? So from the select tag, from the input and button, let's get rid of the select input and button, right? From this, let's make the border none. So if you come here, border has been gone. Now let's see how it is looking. Was from all the three, the border is now uh let's give it a background color. So let's say, or let's make the font size, I guess. So font size will be 0.6 rem. And then what else do we have? So font size is changed. It has a background as well, right? So let's say background color, background. Let's make it. Let's make this transparent. And also when we do that transparent, then it kind of. So let's make it outline as none for the time being. And in fact, this has to be given a background color as well, right? We will. Okay, we'll see that later on. Now let's walk to the. Let's see. So if you see the select tab, right? Right now, there is no. Yeah, it's starting from here, right? So let's give it a padding inside so that it becomes a little bit bigger. So let's apply a padding to the select. So if you come here, and then if you go and select, and then you add padding, inline start, say 1 rem, and then padding at the end as well. Okay, so it has to be, yeah, different amounts, right? So okay, and then the so this has become a little bit wide now. If I go back, okay, let's give it a, let's add in the padding at the bottom as well. Say 2 pixels, and what else? Yeah, font size can be changed. So we can give it a font size of say 2 rem. Oh yes, it has become little bit. Even the font size for and this has is very small. Suppose. So for this, the style has to be changed, right? Let's go on the. Let's go on the anchor tag and work a little bit there. So, where we are. So we need to work on the anchor tag. Yeah, we need to get rid of that hover option as well. So now whenever we are on, we'll be using the. This is a pseudo element, and when we have that visited option, and then when we hover over it, and also when it is active, right? There are 3 states a link can have, right? So now when we are in this state, we are going to change the color. So let's make it color, and then let's make, oh, so as you applied that in the, let's give it a primary. So right now what is going to happen is, if I go back to my link, see the color has changed. We need to get rid of the text decoration, right? And we need to make it cursor pointer as well. Now the point is, why are we using a pseudo element? Because whenever you are Yeah, why are we using the pseudo element is, so there are two types of pseudo elements, right? One you have pseudo classes and one you have pseudo elements, right? Now pseudo elements are basically adding an element that is not a part of the HTML, right? But here we are working on the state. Now initially this shouldn't be there. Now why do we have to use pseudo class? Okay, however I understood. So this is basically something on the state, right? And we need to get the text decoration as well as none, right? You can also do directly, right? Anchor tag and then. Remember, we don't want to target all links, right? Do we have more links in this? Yeah, we have. Where is the other link though? This is the only link I'm. If there were, I can get rid of that pseudo thing. Was anywhere else? If you only have one anchor, right? I guess I can directly target just that anchor itself. No need to worry about anything else. Yeah, just target that anchor. So if I come here and then, so in this I'm going to make it first is cursor has to be pointer, right? And then when I hover over it, border has to go out. Or decoration, right? In this it's text decoration, so we can do text. Let's make it none. Even this is going to do the same thing. And the decoration is gone, and now I have the decoration and is gone. And then this also is there. Okay. Yeah, there has to be a margin between all of them. So if I go on the container, I will style the container yet. Okay, there is a margin that has come here. But even if so if you go here back, this has to go a little bit down. If I show you, the share link has to go down, right? So if I'm going to target this, yeah, let's give it a margin. Let's go, let's say share link. Let's add in a margin. And then let's say font size. Let's give it 0.7 rem. And let's add in a font weight. Uh, okay, so now you have seen there is a margin that has come here on the share link, right? So inside share link, I have two things process. Then this is automatically pushing it down, right? Is the font weight getting activated? Let's make it all caps. So you do just make it text transform, will make it uppercase, right? If I go back, yeah, so this has become uppercase, but the alignment is very off. Even the if you go on, so if I go to this div, right? Let's say let's just only check. Yeah, the margin is there that I got, and then even here there should be. Let's okay, so this is the H1, right? The H1 is the thing is I have made everything none. So if I remove this, sometimes by default margins are also, yeah, so these are by default. We need to work on this H1 test. The font size is not proper, and even here the background is not there. Let's go and work on send install link. H1, right? That's the H1. The font size is okay. And what's so only to the me has applied that only to the we need that uh yeah, the font. So if so the okay, what we need to do is just inherit it. Let's do a font inherit here. Basically, we are going to inherit from the body itself. So we have uh, now the input thing has to be worked on, I guess. Oh yeah, the placeholder has to be worked on. The input placeholder is what I'm talking about. So if you this placeholder is what this has to be a cross, right? We'll see that cross coming up. So here we need to have that SVG coming right in that. So let's get the SVG here. Wait. This all has to be formatted, right? So now if I go back, oh, this SVG is going to be, yeah, we have to work on this, right? On the image. Yeah, I'm checking that. If I go back here, the thing is, do I have anything? Yeah, I need to work on this times. Now we work on the times class, I guess. Okay, first let's work on the SVG because the SVG is too big. So inside times I have that SVG, right? Right now, let's not worry about this. I mean, there's not, we haven't added any image, right? So it's the, and then the SVG, right? So the thing is, we need to change the size of it. So let's give it a width and a height. Let's give it a height as well. Let's give it a height of say 1.2 mm, and then let's make it a little bit opaque. So you give it a opacity of, this has become smaller now. And then when we go on this, we need to uh now is it on the class or is it on the moment I hover over it, it has we need to get a circular hover as well, right? On the cross. So if you see this, inside the first. So this is the entire thing, right? Uh, is am I? Yeah. So I'll have to work on the times. Have to change the size of that. The times container also has to be changed. First is the cursor pointer, right? So if I come here and then if I do cursor pointer and then 0.5 rem, and so when I hover over it, that is okay. That no, he's saying when you hover over it. So this is again state, right? So you give it a pseudo class. Then when you do hover, so you're going to make the background color change, right? Background color. The background color is what you're going to work with. So right now it's making the full background. Yeah, so we need to change this, give it a 50% radius. So what is going to happen? I do that radius things. Uh, Now the container is going to be 50% circle. It is going to become a circle. Border radius, right? So when you do this, so right now, yeah, it's going to become this circle, right? And so if I do display is basic. If you want me to center the SVG inside it, so I can do it like display flex, and then you can add in some uh, opacity. No, make it I guess align items is the alternate one, right? Even if you have a grid, it will be the same, right? Why isn't the SVG getting center? Is it so? Does this do vertical or horizontal? If I do it in flex, Oh, so we have centered it exactly at the middle. It's the same thing. So even if you have a center, it is going to be the same thing, right? So right now it has come in the exact vertical center. Now this whole bar has to be moved, right? So the outer is, yeah, the placement has to change now. The div placement has to change, right? So if I go in the times class, oh, this is the container, right? So with respect to this, I have to move it. So now let's, that has to be taken from out from the document flow, right? Let's now have it position relative. The moment I do a relative here, the container has to be, now times has to be made this. Now I can add that absolute and then top and right. First, let's make it absolute, right? So now this is position absolute. Now it has been taken out from the document flow. So it has come over here, right? Because it's not at its original position. Now from top, oh, you have to change this thing, right? Can I change it here? If I make this as, and this all as 0. So it's gone from this side, right? Even from this side, I don't want 0 from here, 0 from here. And from here, even if I take it from here, then it's gone somewhere. So now let's try to fit in some value. And from uh right, let's add and say, so this is in pixels, right? This is going to be 8 pixels, I believe. I say 8 px. Oh, it's placed over here. And then even here I need to make it say 8 pixels. Let's try applying it and see how it works. Oh yeah, it has to be after the position thing, right? So right now it's still at the center though. Did it go somewhere? Where did it go? Oh, it's over here. But I need the container to be placed. The outside box is the container, right? Yeah, position absolute top. I need to be placed it. Oh, I missed E over here. So it's going to the last place. It's going with respect to body. Oh yeah, now it has come over there. Now if I go back, that placeholder is too big, right? Yeah. The input is too big. Is it trying to change the order of the elements or something? Oh, so remember this, right? So this thing is flexed. No, there is no flex on the form. Ah, then how is this? Oh, yeah, I'll have to make it flex. I don't see any need to make it flex. These are three separate containers, right? So you come back on the form thing, you apply the flex. Then you do uh, let's align it along x. Let's draw it along baseline. Oh, so I made all of these flex, right? Let's get a background color. This is form. Yeah, if you see the preview, it has a background, right? And then this has to be curved. So let's give it a. Let's make it curved. This is going to make it curved from the edges, and this has to. Uh, Space between is going to make sure it's equally spaced. And making, yeah, fitting to the exact container. And let this take the extra space, right? Let's have this take the extra space. So let's take the input to have the majority of space, right? Because then that placeholder has to fix in. And now let's give it a transparent thing. So now if I make it a transparent, it's going to make some sense. All of the three, right? But then when I make it transparent, the button color goes out. So how to style? This is basically, how will I override it? This is now something related to specificity, I feel. That is overriding, right? The placeholder font size, why has it changed? Font weight. Font size. So now is this something? Let's work on font size. The font size has to be worked on. So I applied a font size to the body itself. Yeah, I haven't applied it. So let's make this font size. So if it's inside the body, it is going to directly take it from here. Then this is going to be inherited down the line, right? Unless and I specifically override it or something. Am I overriding it somewhere? Oh, the H1 is understood. Yeah, the font size has to come. Am I given a font size somewhere else? Or if I change this? Just give me a moment. Uh, there is some sort of something is overriding my font size. I don't know how. Is it the default sizing that is cooking? Maybe. Also, at the end, I have to add a star. So right now that shouldn't be the issue then. The pattern thing can be get we can get rid of that right now. That pattern is something which is giving that issue. So let's get rid of this. Still. Oh, okay. There is this extra thing which has come. It is an issue. If you issue a form fill element, should an ID or an oh yeah. Just give it an ID. Say let's come back. Yeah, you are trying to work on this thing, right? Why is this font size not coming? That inherit is an issue. Let's see how he has. And this is all related to specificity, I feel. If there is because here already I'm changing it. Oh, I'm overriding it over here. Is it like that? Yeah, now the font size is gone out. Let's see what's happening with the background to button as well is going to be something. It goes in top to bottom, right? That transparent thing is not to override the transparent. The moment I make it transparent, right? All the three. the background color transparent, and then it's just how it's written is a bit different. Where is button? I just remove this thing from here and add it again at the bottom so that it comes. That has come right now. And this is getting the oh, this is ideally there should be some flag or something coming in. We'll see that later on. Let's close this thing. Do I get some +33 or something? This is why has this changed? Why is the font of H1 increased so much? Oh yeah, I mean I get it up. Let's add in a font size and say this is so in this is the biggest bar, right? The center one. Uh, this link has to be a proper link. Even the share link, I guess there is some sort of bold which has come it. It could be the font weight. This is not phone optimized. The container is perfect. Now the only thing we need to add is the API call, right, has to come in. So yeah, I guess this is all for this session. Hope you guys liked it. And next time we will start with another one, or we will try to add the API as well. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Till that time, take care. Bye bye.